Guys, welcome back to my channel. Another season in the Premier League with Tottenham Hotspur, who actually lost the Europa League final last season. But first, let's go and check the stats, check the financial news. Whose contract is finishing this season? We've only left with one goalkeeper, 68 and 29 years of age. We definitely need to sign a goalkeeper. And one more season, Sessegnon. I'm going to give him some new contract and see if they can sign Reguilón. He is 83 and 27 years of age. Let's give him a contract too. Guys, looking at the team, the obvious position I'm going to be upgrading is definitely the goalkeeper. I've only got one goalkeeper and he was signed from Brentford last season. I've got other players that can use, but not use Fry, not use Alcaraz. I'm going to have to be using them in the Carabao Cup to keep these players happy. And Emerson Royale is back. He's 79. Spence goes ahead of him. He's 80, but I'm going to give Royale the shout because he is more experienced. Sessegnon on the left back position because Perisic has left us. James Maddison is gone, so that gives a big boost to Eze and Bentancur in the middle. Richarlison, Son and Fati up front. So definitely need to sign some players in order to improve Spurs for the title this season. So guys, this season I've got 113 million to spend on players, but can only sign from Leicester, Brentford and Huddersfield. Let's go searching for some players. Guys, let's go to Leicester City first. Who do we need to sign? We definitely need a goalkeeper. Mauro Icardi is here at 78 overall. But you know what, guys? We've got a good striker up front anyways. So we're going to be having to sign a goalkeeper. I'm looking for a good goalkeeper. Ndidi, 85 overall. And he's 27 years of age. Let's approach him and see if we can actually sign the guy. Guys, after missing out on Wilfred Ndidi, we managed to sign a Martin from Leicester City, the centre back, for 34 million, I think. Yes, I think it was 34 million. No, actually 10 million and 34,000 per week. And he is at Tottenham, hoping to get into the starting 11. Guys, another signing, this time from Huddersfield Town in the Championship because they were relegated last season. And I've got a goalkeeper, 21 years of age, signed him for 7 million and he's on £12,000 per week. First handshake with Expert Khan, hoping that he can get into the starting 11. He has to show potential in training. Guys, we managed to sign Ollie Watkins for 50 million from Brentford, hoping that they don't give me an F. They actually given me F. He was only worth 12.5 million. He's only 78. That is a poor negotiation by Expert Card. Guys, with 3 transfers done, 40 million remaining. Some poor negotiation actually. And Expert Card really need to search for his players in order to even sign them. But anyways, let's see who we can actually sell this season and who has been offered. Brendan Johnson, 17.5 million. Reguilón, 30 million. I'm going to have to... Oh, Liverpool bid for 30 million for Reguilón. Has been declined. Brendan Johnson currently offered 22 million. Let's see. You have 22 million from Sampdoria. I think I'll have to just sell the guy and see if I can make up some money. Another big offer for Reguilón on the left back. He's 83 overall and 36.7 million. I'm going to have to accept it and see how Tottenham spend in the next transfer window next season. Guys, I have to admit I had some poor transfer decisions. Buying a Marte, he's only 76. Reguilón is going, he's 83. And the keeper we signed is only 65, and we paid 50 million for 78 overall. That is some poor transfer window for Tottenham Hotspur. Probably the worst in their history as a club. But anyways, this is my starting 11 going to the first game against Brentford. No, Brentford are supposed to be relegated. Yeah, Sheffield United. That's my first game. And to test the waters, I'm going to be playing this game and see if my team is actually capable of winning the league this season at least. Third season with Expert Khan, should be doing it, guys. Guys, players are making their way onto the pitch for the very first time in their brand new season. Tottenham Hotspur under Expert Khan, still without the European trophy or the Premier League. They managed to win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup in the first season, or first time of asking. But now the big test is here. After selling some good players and poor transfer negotiations in the summer, they've got Sheffield United to play. Well, chance for Sheffield United straight into the hands of Macy, I should say. I think this guy is going to be tested to the limits this season because He's got no good defence ahead of him. And here's Ansu Fati, who's got speed. Can he make it 1-0? Can he score? What a save from the goalkeeper, Fernandez. Oh, a chance for Son. Is he going to cut in? He does. Shoots. Great save from the goalkeeper again. Sheffield United living in the keeper's face. Yakubu. Oh, this is not the same guy who used to play for Portsmouth and Everton all them years ago. Probably his son. But anyway, chance for Sheffield United, a better ball. And Tottenham were in trouble. Macy with the poor kick, but it goes to Tottenham defenders anyway. Half an hour on the clock. Ansu Fati showing some pace. Has he got any support? No, he hasn't. And he's going to make it count for Sheffield United. Chance for what a save from the goalkeeper, Macy. Oh, Santo Eze. Is he going to score his Tottenham first goal? Eze. Oh, what a save from the goalkeeper. And the final result, it is 2-1 to Sheffield United. Poor start from Tottenham Hotspur. Koulibaly with the goal. Ansu Fati equalised. And then Aziz got Sheffield United 2-1 up. 3 points to the Blades. Guys, a trip to Villa Park, always risky. But let's see if we can actually beat them. And 3-2 defeat to Villa again. Second defeat of the season in the second game. Not a good start at all by Spurs. Let's see if we can actually take 3 points against Watford. And 4-1 convincingly. Ansu Fati, Richarlison, Son with the brace. First 3 points to Spurs this season. Oh, we are in the Champions League. I forgot about that. We are up against Real Madrid, Sporting Lisbon and PAOK in the group stages. This is going to be tough, guys. First Champions League game. It would be dangerous under X, but can't see how far they go. But they are playing Real Madrid, who they lost to in the Europa League final. But can't Real Madrid are the team they play away from home. The team they lost the Europa League final to 6-2. But this time, Tottenham are not better than the last season, actually worse off. Let's see if you can actually get something out of this game. Santiago Bernabeu, fans' dreams to play here, players' dream to play here, fans' dream to visit here. Zidane, an absolutely legend at Real Madrid. Galacticos, always one of the famous childhood teams of any child football fan. But here, Spurs are up against them to see if they can take something out of the game. It would be difficult, because it's Real Madrid you're playing and your defense is not even as good as it was last season. Let's go to the kickoff. Junior, defenders do come back, but Real Madrid already on the front for Vinicius Junior. Straight away, Macy makes a fantastic save. Short corner, Vinicius Junior on the ball. Quick feet. Chance for Tchouaméni. What a save, but ricochets back off into the net. It is Lindstrom with the goal. Real Madrid struck freer through Tottenham Hotspur before the game, and they are proving the point. 1-0 to Real Madrid. Lindstrom with the goal into 5 minutes only. Poor defending, I think. Macy makes a save. No one really reacting well, and Lindstrom heads it into the... A chance for Lindstrom, a great save by Macy. He panics away for a corner. Running up against Militao, cuts in, does he? Yes, he does, cut in well. Son's on the ball, shoots, and keeper makes an astonishing save out for a corner. Son with a quick corner. Emerson Royal hits the bar. What a chance. Actually, they've given a penalty to Spurs. I think it's Bellingham who's been penalised with a handball or something. Yeah, it was a handball by the captain of Real Madrid, and chance for Son to make it 1-0. 1-1 actually. This could be the leveler. Son in the top corner. Courtois, no chance. Rooted to the spot. 1-1 from the spot. Son equalises. And the final result, it is 1-1. Good draw away from home for Spurs. That was testing, and they have passed it. Can they make it to the last 16 of the Champions League? We've got 3 months to find out. Guys, I've made the necessary changes against Tranmere Rovers. We should be beating them and proceeding to round 4. Let's quick sim the game. And we won on penalty shootout. Very, very lucky Spurs. They should be winning in normal time. Or Cogley scored late on. Well, actually not late on. Scored in the second half after Udegi gave Spurs the lead. But they won 4-3 on penalties. That's one step closer to getting into the final of the Carabao Cup. Guys, another huge game in the Premier League against Liverpool at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham not much change after their draw against Real Madrid in the previous Champions League game. A narrow penalty win over Tranmere Rovers, and they're back to the starting 11 they started the season with. We'll see if they can actually beat Liverpool today and take 3 points. Oh, Liverpool are winning in a very dangerous position, and it's 1-0. It is Gravenbach with the goal, the German international. Is he German or is he Dutch? New summer signing from Eredivisie Utrecht. But he scores for Liverpool in 1-0 here against the run of play, I should say. Tottenham being really the better team. They lose the ball. I think it was Bentancur who loses in the centre of the park. And Macy with no chance, 1-0 to Liverpool. Actually, it was on Emerson Royale who was clear. Fati could have passed it better. Oh, chance it is, and Liverpool have made it 2-0. It is Fernandes. Well, actually, it's Thomas Müller. Oh, what is he doing in Liverpool? And the two Germans have scored for Liverpool, and it is 2-0. At the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Spurs left with no answers. And the final result, it is 3-1. Rondon got one back before Gravenberch got another 3 points to Liverpool. Big game against Palace. Let's see if you can actually take 3 points. Yes, 4-2. Ansu Fati, Bentancur and Richarlison with a brace in the first half. This could be a big game, big 3 points for Spurs if they can actually win away from home at the Etihad. Oh, yes, 3-1. Ansu Fati, Emerson Royale and Son with the goals for Spurs. What a comeback from Spurs after the poor defeat against Liverpool. Guys, I've made changes against Nottingham Forest in the Carabao Cup 4th round. Let's see if you can actually beat them. 4-2 defeat that is to Forest, and Spurs are out of the cup. Panzo or Jada Iheanacho got one back. Actually, Iheanacho scored 2 goals for Forest. Guys, looking at the table, after 11 games in the season, Spurs are 8th with 18 points. And yes, 1 point behind Arsenal, who are currently in 6th. We do play them actually next. Wolves are into top 5. City usual in the first position. Chelsea, Man United and Liverpool in the top 4. And at the bottom of the league is Brighton, Crystal Palace and Southampton. Both Crystal Palace and Brighton struggling with wins. No victories so far for either side. Guys, injury news, bad news. There is actually Ansu Fati is injured, and he's going to have to go off for Ollie Watkins. And Ollie Watkins is going to have to play on the right-hand flank. Well, actually, I'm going to put him there and put Richarlison on the right-hand side. Bentancur and Eze keep their spot in the middle. Guys, a huge North London derby here in the Premier League. Son versus Martinelli. They're leading their sides onto the pitch. Son is very much a fan favourite this season, scoring a lot of goals, but still Spurs are in 8th position. They can go actually in the top 5, beating Arsenal today. And the famous 6-1 victory over the Gunners in the FA Cup final a couple of seasons ago will be remembered in Tottenham's history for a long, long time. Expert Khan looking at his team thinking, can they actually take 3 points off Arsenal with the man-to-man? They can't. But performance-wise, Spurs really picking up in the last few weeks of the season. Oh, chance for Martinelli on the left-hand flank. He's got a lot of space. Passes on to, they've lost it, and Havertz scores. Oh, the ball ricocheted off Amate to Gabriel Jesus, and Havertz pounds. 5 minutes into the game, Gunners are 1-0 up at Spurs. Not the start they wanted. Havertz pounces on a big mistake at the back. Oh, chance for Gabriel Jesus to cross it in. Odegaard's free. No one marking him, and it's 2-0 to Arsenal. Poor defending by Spurs at the back. They're letting their men go past as if they're not even there. Gabriel Jesus runs in, and no one's really marking Odegaard. 2-0 so Arsenal already in 15 minutes on the clock only. This can be going very much in the wrong end of the result for Spurs. If they don't start picking up passes and tackles, this could be easily 5-1. And that could be really a big revenge of the FA Cup defeat a couple of seasons ago. Eze, Son. And final result, Richarlison didn't get one back for Spurs just before the break, but Arsenal held on to 3 points. A huge game in the Champions League against Real Madrid. Ansu Fati still out injured, so I'm going to replace him again with Ollie Watkins up front in the right wing position and see if we can actually take something out of this game against Real Madrid at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And 3-1 for Madrid. Vinicius Juniors with the brace and Valverde scoring late on 3 points to Real Madrid. Oh, the Champions League group has finished and Spurs only managing third position, and in the Europa League again this season, Sporting snatching 3-0 victory in the last game of the group stage. Madrid finishing top with 16 points, Sporting with 10, Spurs with just 7. Poor season for Spurs. Guys, at the halfway point of the season, Spurs are sitting just in 10th position. Poor run of form by Spurs in the last 6 weeks or so, leaving them with 7 defeats and just 30 points. They are currently 7 behind the European spot Everton, but they are in Europa League. To win the Europa League, they get into the Champions League for next season. That's the only thing I can say at the moment. Liverpool, Sheffield United in the top 4 as well, along with Arsenal and United. City League, the race for the title, 2 points ahead of United. As for Chelsea, it's Kokchu. Is he going to cross it in? He does, and Amate does his job at the back, clears, but he gets fouled just on the edge of the box. Free kick and a yellow card to Nicholas Sully. Oh, son, what a ball that would have been to Richarlison, but defenders do actually clear. Lukaku's on the ball. Oh, he's up against... Oh, what a save from the goalkeeper. Macy pies away for a corner. Oh, Son's up against the races. Who's he going to catch him? Yepri really chasing him back, but Son's very much a speedster. Oh, that should be a penalty, and a penalty has been given to Spurs. And a yellow card to the captain, Chalobah. Oh, he had to make the tackle, but Son really played a big part in this one. He tried beating it by pace, then he thought, no chance. Is he going to score this penalty? Oh, yes, he does. Keeper goes the wrong way, and Spurs are 1-0 to the good against Chelsea with only 24 minutes on the clock. Oh, chance for Lukaku. Macy does come out. He tried coming out, but great save again from the goalkeeper. Son to Richarlison. Richarlison up against Cucurella. Should score. Yes, he does. Slots it in. Spurs are 2-0 to the good here, and 3 points secured against Chelsea. A great start to the new year. And Richarlison scores to make it 2-0. And final result, it was 2-0, 2-1 to Chelsea. Mudryk got one back, but Spurs held on. Guys, I've made the necessary changes against Gillingham, hoping that we can get into the round 4. Let's quick sim the game. And a huge victory, Son with the brace, and Romero got one in as well. 3-0 to Spurs against Gillingham into round 4. Oh, another narrow victory against Salford City in round 4. Son with the only goal in the 7th minute. Spurs were really nervy at the later stages of the game. Salford pushing for the equaliser, but it wasn't to be. Spurs managed to get into round 5. Guys, a big game away from home in the Europa League preliminary round, I think it is. But let's see if we can actually beat Nice and get a good result and take it home. And 3-2 victory. What a victory that is. Spurs were 1-0 down, got 3-1 up, and then Ailey got one back from Nice, and the tie is still in the balance. Guys, a tough game away from home at the Emirates. It's the North London derby. See if we can actually take 3 points. Let's quick sim the game. And yes, Eze with the only goal. A fantastic 3-point victory. And Spurs needed this to boost their morale. They've actually been perfect, apart from one defeat in the Premier League so far in the year 2000, after the new year. So great start from Spurs. Guys, we just need to hang on through the 3-2 win from the first game. Let's quick sim and actually go through. And 3-2 again, 6-4 on aggregate. Lo Celso with the late goal settled the nerves for Spurs, and they are into the quarterfinals. Guys, another game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in round 5. We'll have to beat Preston to get into the quarterfinals. And 3-1 Richarlison Watkins, and the first goal came from Iheanacho. Amati's been injured. We've been lacking some injuries on some players in the starting 11. Another injury for Amati after being yellow carded. Not the greatest of games for Amati, the former Leicester City man. Guys, before we even go to the Europa League game, with 11 games remaining, guys, and a game in hand over Chelsea, we are in 4th position. And big end of December, we were actually in 10th. What a climb up from Spurs, and currently sitting fourth and could easily topple Arsenal just before the season ends. Top 4 is a priority for Spurs this season, and they are in there. The FA Cup draw has been made. Round 6 is Fulham versus Spurs, and the only team they'll be fearing is Manchester City. Guys, a huge game in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. We've got an injury worry, that is Amate. So Højbjerg is going to set himself up in the defence for the rest of the season, up until at least Amati comes back. Ben Davis is there with 77 rated. He is back from injury. Sessegnon, he is very angry. He needs to start games. So he starts. Richarlison up front. Watkins on the right hand side. Where is Ansu Fati? Where is he? Has he left the club as well? Oh, that is a disappointment. I was really hoping to keep Ansu Fati. He's left the club earlier this season or something. Oh, he's here. He's not left the club. I've not been using him. So, anyways, Watkins comes into the attack. Alcaraz goes back to the sub bench. So this is my team going into this game against Fiorentina. Guys, a huge Europa League game against Fiorentina, the Italian side. Spurs don't have a good record against Italian teams, but now they have to do something about it to get into the Europa League and win it. They are currently in the quarterfinals, or in the last 16 actually. The last game we played against Nice was the preliminary round. So quarterfinal games against Fiorentina would be tough. Oh, Ansu Fati is back. He's troubling the defenders. Shoes from distance and straight into the hands of Ribeiro. And Ikone again, he's troubling the Spurs. Oh, chance for Matteo, and great save by Macy out for a corner. Oh, a chance for Fiorentina, and they have taken the lead. Half an hour on the clock is Aritz with the goal, and Italians are 1-0 to the good at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Not the good start the Tottenham were hoping for. They are 1 goal down. He gets it this time. He is in again. What a pass. And Son should score. And he does score. 1-1 here at the Spurs ground. Just before the hour mark, Spurs go right back into the game. And it's Son. Oh, he's beaten few defenders. Is he going to get past the last one? He has gone past it. He passes on to Eze. Oh, Eze should shoot. Oh, what a block off the line. And Son again. He picks it up. Picks up the dead ball. Son tries passing it back, and this time is Fati with the goal. Spurs are 2-1 up against Fiorentina. Fati, who's been injured for 6 months or so, comes back and scores for Spurs in the Europa League round of 16 against Fiorentina, and it's 2-1 to Spurs. And final result, it is 2-1. Calabria missing the penalty for Spurs. What a let-off that is. Guys, an important game for Spurs against Newcastle in the Europa League quarter-final. I've made the required changes. I definitely need to improve my goalkeeper if I were to stay in Spurs for next season. But for now, let's go to the game and see if we can actually beat Newcastle and march on to the semis. Uduge on the ball. Is he going to cross in? Cross comes in into Ansu Fati, and Spurs have taken the lead. Half an hour on the clock. The man who was injured all throughout the last 2 months comes back and scores in the quarterfinals against Newcastle. What a run from the left back. Deep cross into the box. Ansu Fati's not been marked properly. He's not the tallest player in the pitch, but Newcastle defensively were poor in that circumstance. And Nick Pope beaten. 1-0 to Spurs. Onwards it's Eze passes on to Fati. No, Moreno actually picks the ball up. Loose ball. Newcastle trying to play on the counter. Oh, Moreno has gone through 3 defenders, but it's Ben Davis, I think, who gets the better of him. Oh, poke! What's the keeper doing? So lucky the ball comes back off the striker and into the keeper's path, or else that would have been a shambolic goal to concede. Bit like Lucas Carrios in the Champions League final against Madrid. And chance here for Spurs is Bentancur. 2-0 to Spurs, 56 minutes on the clock, and one tiki-taka football moment, and Spurs are 2-0 to the good. Final result is 2-2. Rabiot and Lemar with the equaliser for Newcastle, all to play for in the second leg at St James's Park. It is a crunching fixture against Manchester City in the Premier League. Bentancur is actually red carded in the previous game, so he's not going to take any part of this big game against Man City. I'm not going to say they are still in the title race, but City is really running away with it. And Spurs got a good chance to get into the top 4. Can they take 3 points against City? Oh, 5-1. Rodrigo, Foden and Haaland with a hat-trick. And Ansu Fati only goal for Spurs. That is poor performance by Spurs away at home against Man City. And guys, second leg, which was very pivotal points of these players in Spurs team, and guess what? They've managed to win it. Ansu Fati with the first minute goal set the tone. Isak equalised. Tottenham went on to this extra time. Sessegnon with the goal. Emerson Royal got suspended because of the red card, and Bentancur with a late goal to settle the nerves in the 119th minute. Newcastle are out of Europa League in the hands of Spurs, the Premier League rivals. Guys, a huge game against Burnley at home. Let's see if we can actually take 3 points. And 2-2, not the result we actually wanted. Lo Celso got the goal, Ansu Fati as well. Strand Larsen got one and actually got the equaliser late in this. It's a huge game away from home, and Anfield have made the changes that I wanted. Let's see if we can actually take something out of this game. And 3-2 defeated. Gakpo with a late winner before Bentancur. Well, after Bentancur equalised for Spurs in the 79th minute. When Liverpool took the lead through Gravenberch, Son equalised, Mourinho got Liverpool ahead, Bentancur equalised, Gakpo scored the winner late on. What a game for neutral that would have been. Guys, a fascinating game in the FA Cup semi-final. It is against Manchester City. Let's see if we can actually make some changes and rotate the squad to keep everyone happy. Sessegnon comes back into this place. So Iheanacho starts ahead of Richarlison. Son, Fati, everyone looks tired, but we'll have to just risk them. And Lo Celso is fit to start ahead of Ansu Fati on the left-hand flank. I'm actually going to be putting Eze on the right-hand flank and Lo Celso in the centre with Bentancur. This is the best possible team I can go into the final with. Let's put Richarlison in instead of Son, just to make sure everyone is fit that is playing. Emerson Royal replaced by Spence in the right-back position. Amati is fit again, so he replaces Rondon. Too many changes already, I can tell you that. And that is it. I think I should be okay. Ben Davies is actually fit to play, and he replaces Romero. Yeah, Ben Davies replaces Romero, so most of the players have been changed. But for now, let's go to the game and see if we can actually beat Man City and reach the FA Cup final. In the centre of the park is Bernardo Silva. Is he going to look for Haaland? But no shoes. Great save by the goalkeeper. Puts it out for a corner. Short corner. Foden on the ball. He's got tricky feet. One guy to watch. And it's Garcia into the box, and he has scored for Manchester City. Oh, Luis Garcia or something? He scores for City, and it is 1-0. Spurs left with no answers at the back. Oh, Iheanacho. He's one with the goalkeeper. It beats Guardiola. Iheanacho scores. 10 minutes before the half-time whistle goes, Iheanacho scores for Spurs, and it is an equaliser. 1-1 at Wembley. It was coming, I have to say, that last 5 to 7 minutes Spurs were really at it, and they have created a chance through ball to Iheanacho, who is going to score, and Pep Guardiola is disappointed. Oh, Eze has beaten his man. He's got Laporte, he's beaten him. Eze, what an effort. Oh, what an effort. Hits the crossbar, comes back. Richarlison's there. He tries turning his man. Bentancur, is he going to shoot? I think it gets blocked by the defender. But Eze, the Superman, was lucky, and Richarlison scores. 65 minutes on the clock. It is the Brazilian Richarlison, same attack. The ball never went to Manchester City, and they deservedly 2-1 up Spurs. Richarlison left unmarked. Laporte looking at Iheanacho, and Richarlison scores. 2-1 to Spurs. They have turned it around here. And final result, it is 2-1 to Spurs. They are into the final, and whoever they are up against in the final, it would be an easy one. It would be Spurs or Bristol City. I really want to play Bristol City because I think they deserve to be in the final rather than West Ham. Oh, it's actually West Ham, another Premier League team that we play in. Some tough fixtures in May, guys. 2 games against Inter Milan, 5 Premier League games. It could be a Europa League final, and then an FA Cup final against West Ham. This is the last month in the season. It's so tough. Let's go check the Premier League table. Guys, looking at the Premier League table, Spurs are out of the top 4 again. They are currently 3 points behind Chelsea and Arsenal, and 4 behind Liverpool, but they've played a game more. So if we were to win our game, we can definitely get into the top 4. But Chelsea and Arsenal would be hard to beat. Guys, a very tough fixture away from home at San Siro. Let's quick sim the game and see if we can actually take something out of it. And 3-1 defeat in the semis. All to play for in the second leg for Tottenham. Well, they have a lot more than all to play for. They've got a mountain to climb. Ansu Fati gave them the early lead. Nemecha, Ritz and Lopez got 3 goals for Inter Milan. Spurs will have to score at least 2 to take it to extra time. Oh, tough draw against Aston Villa. Another 2 points drop in the race for the top 4. Disappointing again. Guys, this is make or break game for Spurs. If they want to keep the manager, they have to get into the final and win it. But 3-1 down from the first game, it would be. Spurs definitely need an early goal in the first half. It's Eze on the ball, looking for Richarlison. What a ball, what a chance for Richarlison. Should score, and he does. 1-0 to Spurs inside the 3rd minute of the game. Eze wins it in the centre of the pitch, passes a through ball, beats the defender. Look at the through ball. Defender slips as well, and Richarlison, you put your house on him to score from there. Oh, Ansu Fati, he's got pace. He's already beaten 2 men. Who's he going to pass? He's going to shoot. And what a save! An own goal by Inter Milan. Where is a ricochet of Ansu Fati? Not quite sure, but Spurs are level on aggregate and 2-0 up on the night. They can really cruise past Inter Milan. Poor defending at the back. He shoots. Oh, I think it's an own goal. I think the ball ricochets off the defender. Or actually his own left foot. Son shoots, tries going for the top corner, but great save by Handanovic. Or pass from Ritz. Oh, that could have been the chance, but Andre Correa just manages to win the corner. That's it. 2 minutes left before the half-time break. Can Inter Milan get it back? That would be really tide-changing moment. Chance for the defender. Oh, he has scored. Oh, the Greek international scores against Spurs, and he is the former Arsenal man. That would be a sweet touch for Inter Milan. And at the stroke of half time, Inter are ahead on aggregate, but 2-1 down on the night. He's into the box. Is he going to score? He slows down, shoots with his left foot, and he curls it in. Spurs have made it 3-1 on the night and 4-4 on aggregate. This game could well be going to extra time. 66 minutes on the clock. It is the right back. What a solo effort from the right back of Spurs, Emerson Royal. On the right hand flank, a goal will dent Spurs' hopes, and a goal has been scored by Inter Milan on the 77th minute. Oh my word, how crucial could that be? They were on the verge of winning the tie. They conceded a late goal in the second half, and now Nemecha has put Inter Milan 5-4 up on aggregate. Son making a great run. He gets the ball from Eze. Should score, and he does. Into the 3rd minute of extra stoppage time, Spurs have got the goal. That is putting them into the. I think that is just an equaliser. They've saved their skins. 5-5 on aggregate and 4-1, 4-2 on the night. What a game this is. What a ball from Eze. Son is definitely going to score from that sort of position, and Spurs have equalised in the 93rd minute of the game. Passes to Ansu Fati. He's got pace. Eze's in the centre, deserves a goal, gets one. He does. Eze has scored for Spurs. 5-2 on the night. 6-5 on aggregate. What a goal, what a player he is. Looking for the run of Eze, he finds him. Oh, should be a booking. He fouled the youngster. He floored him. Son tried the free kick. Oh, he hits the crossbar. What a free kick that was. Outside of the foot. Oh, he sidesteps one. Bentancur seals it. Absolutely sealed it. 2 minutes to go in extra time. And his Bentancur sends the Spurs into the final. And Inter Milan back to Italy. 6-2 on the night. Guys, I've rotated the squad a bit. But just to rest the players really after a massive 8-goal thriller against Inter Milan, which they won 6-2. Let's quick sim the game at Bramall Lane. In a 3-1 victory, Sessegnon, Richarlison, Lo Celso with the third goal for Spurs. Lo Celso needs more game time, guys. He's a good player. 3 points. Guys, a crucial game against West Ham in the final of the FA Cup at Wembley. This could be the third trophy for Spurs if they were to lift it under expert car. And they lost one with Real Madrid last season in the Europa League final. They are in the Europa League final against Club Brugge in 2 weeks' time. For now, let's go to the kick. Guys, this game does set the tone for the Premier League title decider. Every season, teams do go play in the FA Cup final to cement their season. Spurs and West Ham have a chance to do that in the English football. This cup goes long way back, guys, just before the English division even started. FA Cup has always been a big history of English football. Can Spurs do it for the second time in 3 seasons? Let's go to the game. Oh, Son's beaten a few. Has he got the chance to score? Yes, he does. Son scores for Spurs just after the halftime break. I'm lost for word, guys. What a run by the South Korean international, beating 2 defenders with his speed and the keeper. And it's 1-0 to Spurs in the FA Cup final. David Moyes shattered from the inside. Son again. Is he going to do the same thing he's done before? He's into the box, shoots! Oh yes, he beats the goalkeeper! And now we're on the clock and Spurs are 2-0 to the good and is the captain with the goods. West Ham are surely beaten now. They can't come from 2-0 down and try equalising. They are a great club, guys, but Spurs are on a different level on the expert. Passes on to Ansu Fati, should seal it, and yes, you can now start graving the cup with the name of Tottenham Hotspur. This is my words, guys. They are not losing it from 3-0 down, I can tell you that. As much as I admire West Ham counter-attacking abilities, 3-0 is too much for them. And Ansu Fati, what a goal, what a player. And guys, the final whistle blows at Wembley. Spurs 3, West Ham United 0. Another trophy in the bag and under the belt for Expert Khan. Son with the brace and Ansu Fati. All goals came in the second half. Spurs had been attacking throughout the first half as well, but the resilient defenders of West Ham had them kept quiet. But now Spurs were too good for them in the second half, especially Son's 2 solo goals, and Spurs are winning the FA Cup for the second time in 3 seasons. Guys, the FA Cup winners of this season are Spurs, and Son has lifted the FA Cup with the captain's armband for the first time, because last time they won it, it was Lloris the captain. First trophy this season after losing in the Community Shield early this season to Manchester City, losing the final the season before in the Europa League to Real Madrid. A bit of embarrassment, 6-1 it was, I think. This season we are in the final again of Europa League against Club Brugge. Guys, the finale of the season is here for Spurs against Club Brugge. I'm not making any changes, happy with the squad, and this squad can actually beat anyone on its day. But Club Brugge are in their way to stop them. Second Europa League final Spurs are going to. Last season they lost 6-1 to Real Madrid. This season, can they beat Club Brugge? Let's go to the game and find out. Guys, players are making their way onto the pitch. Most of the players dream of this moment, lifting a European trophy in the final. Spurs have been given a second chance in their lifetime, guys. They lost the final last season badly to Real Madrid, but this time they've got a tricky opponent, I'm gonna say. Not as the level of Real Madrid, with no disrespect, guys, but Club Brugge are something. That's why they are in the Europa League final with Spurs. Let's go to the kickoff. Oh, it's Ansu Fati piling pressure. Eze should score. Should score. Yes, they do score. Spurs 1-0 to the good. 10 minutes into the second half is Eze, the guy who deserves all the credit throughout the second half of the season, especially. What a player. Electric speed. And he scores for Spurs. Back heel from Ansu Fati. Oh, Ansu Fati's onside. He's got chance to seal it. Is he going to score? Yes, he does. Mignolet is beaten for the second time today. This time is the orchestra in the park for Spurs. Ansu Fati with the goal. He assisted Eze's goal, and now he scores one himself. What a goal. 2-0 to the good Spurs, and surely one hand on the trophy this time. Oh, chance for Jugla, and he does score this time. Club Brugge are back in the game, but with no time remaining, it is still Spurs who's going to win the trophy today. Club Brugge are not going to score another one. Ferran Jugla scores. He deserves a goal, I'm telling you that. He's a good striker, but this should be it. It is. Spurs are the champions of Europa League this season after failing last season. And Expert Khan has completed the rebuild 3 seasons with Spurs. 3 big trophies, no trophies for 14 years before Expert Khan arrived. And they finally won it here. Son, everyone, Richarlison, Ansu Fati, Højbjerg, Macy. What a keeper he is. He was a reserve goalkeeper from Brentford, called up to the squad in Spurs, took his #1 spot, and took them to the Europa League final. And Macy is going to get his hands on the trophy tonight. He deserves it, guys, more than anyone, I'll tell you that. And Son's going to take the trophy, lift it. It's engraved with this Tottenham Hotspur name on it. This was my last game, guys. I'm going to move on to another club. Subscribe to my channel and you'll find out which team I'm going to next. And Son Heung-min Son has lifted the Europa League for Spurs after failing last season to Real Madrid. Celebrations all across London, especially outside the Emirates Stadium. They won the European trophy before Arsenal do, and what a final it was.